Y'all, I just did a workout and I am so tired. I did a 45-minute workout. Honey, I haven't worked out in a minute, but it was so worth it and I did it. I did it. Oh, I did it, y'all. I did it. I did it. Oh, I did it, y'all. My goal is to get down to 180 pounds. Right now, I have no idea what my weight is, but I can tell I've lost weight because my neck has lost weight, my face has lost weight, and I'm so proud of myself. I had some really thin pork chops and lean pork chops and took off the fat, and I had some some spinach and some rice. It was so good, y'all, and just worked all of that off. I ain't eating nothing else because I just worked every single thing I ate. I worked out, and I am so tired. I am about to take a hot shower, change my clothes, and get comfortable. So let me say this. Like I said, y'all hear me talk about Country Wayne, but now let me talk about something that is important: your health and wellness. I'm learning now that it's better just to make your own dishes. It's better to just focus on healing. Now, that's going to require being by yourself and finding other people on the same journey as you. It's not about family, friends, husbands, kids, jobs. It's about you. Taking just 45 minutes to just, whether it be meditation, stretching, doing a walking exercise, just taking some time off your phone. It felt good for 45 minutes just to be off my phone, just to exercise and getting all of that food off me. So what I'm learning is now is that it's always good to focus on your mental health and psychological and emotional, spiritual and internal and external health, because the one thing you want to do is find out everything that is internally wrong with you. And once you find that out, those are the things you need to work on before you lose weight. Because here's the thing: weight, like somebody said yesterday, is something where that's what protects and what hides the things that are wrong with you. So, weight is something that hides everything that is internally wrong with you. That weight is what covers up everything else. And so when you lose the weight, that's when everything that has been wrong with you for years shows up. It's not going to show up because of the fact of not being able to be seen. But once you start losing weight, you're going to find there are other issues. But those things can be reversed depending on what you choose to do. There's a book that I'm planning to get that helps with healing all kinds of things you would never think would be able to be healed. But natural remedies and trying to get off medications, it should be kind of your goal. So if you heal yourself internally, then the beauty that is externally is going to be phenomenal. It really, really is. It's a beautiful thing when you see your clothes being bigger than what they are, being able to wear clothes you never thought you could wear, and you putting these things on gonna feel so good that it should be to the point where you can maintain that weight, that no matter who comes and goes and what situations happen, you can maintain that weight. So you should always have a equal medium where, say for example, I said 180 pounds. 180 pounds is like 20, I'm like 11% overweight, and he told me if I get down to 180, I'll be within weight. So that's my goal, to get down to 180 pounds. That is my goal. But I have no idea how I'm going to look when I get 180 pounds. So once you get that weight, or whatever the weight that you set, let that be the weight you want to always maintain. If it gets to 10 pounds overweight, then you know you got to start, you doing something wrong, and you got to figure out what that is. Also, you got to manipulate the body. So how this works is You do the same things, you're just doing them in different orders. So, for example, you might work on, walk every day. But then you might decide to do, your cardio. You might do extreme exercise. You might do weights. But you're going to have to switch that up a little bit because your body gets adapted to things. And the whole thing with losing weight and being healthy is to manipulate the body so it can't get used to a routine. So by getting your body to do different things and being able to work out, and I always recommend working out at night after you eat, like 30 minutes to an hour before you eat. Work out. Why? Because when you go to bed, you're not eating anything else. You might drink some water, but you're not eating anything else. You might drink some tea that has maybe 5 calories. That's fine. But you don't want to eat after you work out. And that's what everybody does. They'll work out in the morning and then turn around and eat. And all them calories that you just worked out is now down the tubes. That's why I choose to work out at night. Now, I might get up and I might do some stretching exercise in the morning, which is something I'm going to start doing. Some stretching exercise and even some meditation. Fine. But in the evening, if you want to do your serious exercises and you want to do your walking after you eat, then that's the best time to do it, because then you're actually seeing the results. You're not going to see the results if you go out and do a morning walk and then turn around and eat breakfast. It's just not going to work. So while you're in your fasting period, where you're not eating anything or drinking nothing but water, then you're going to be able to you're going to see the difference. Because why? Because you just worked off all that weight. All them calories that you just ate. You just worked it out and you turn your fat into muscles. Why? Because you haven't ate nothing. Now, the whole point of having calories is so you can burn it. But eventually, for some people, they're not going to have any calories to burn, which is why they eat more. That's why weightlifters eat more, so they can continuously continue to burn off calories. So if you're someone that's eating healthy and you lose weight, how much more muscles do you have to really maintain? So once you reach a certain size, it's not about, burning off a bunch of calories. It's about maintaining that muscle mass and that lean muscles and stuff like that. That's what you want to do. So once you lose weight, it's all about keeping your organs, your cells, your colon, your heart, all of those things, blood, all of that clean. That's your goal. To keep your system clean, to where everything is flushing out like it's supposed to. Nothing's getting stuck in your intestines and all of these different things. And you're actually good. Your thyroid is not overworking, and you're actually keeping your muscles active. Because, honey, I'm here to tell you, I haven't worked out in a while, and so my muscles are kind of tight. But today, being I did that 45-minute workout, I was so glad I did. And I'm probably going to do it again tomorrow. So it'll probably be stretching exercises tomorrow. But the whole goal is to get my body where it was active the way it used to be when I was in my teens. Gonna take some time, but I'm going to get there. And then running up and down the steps helps too. So like I said, in the end, there is nothing wrong with you doing something that's going to work out your body. But yeah, the whole point of it is to keep your muscles active so they won't get tense and they won't get tight and you won't be having chronic pain. And even though it is painful, because I have chronic pain, but it's worth it to see your fat turn into muscle, seeing your muscles, seeing your flexibility again. So you're not too old to work out. You're not too old. And arthritis can be reversed. Believe it or not, it can be. But it's all about what you intend to do to help yourself work out. That will be on you. So with that being said, I am going to take a hot shower, put me on some silk pajamas, relax, and watch television. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching my channel, and I appreciate the support. And with that being said,